Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Farming Simulator 19. At the end of last episode, we did pick up a job to go do some fertilizing, which we will do here momentarily. I do have this field over here cultivated. It is currently being seeded. Actually, let's go check how much seed is left. Probably not going to be enough seed. What we are going to do real quick is just temporarily, we're going to come over here and we're going to turn on, not that. We're going to turn on, come on, go down. We're going to turn on helper refilled seed for a moment. Let them refill it, just so we don't run out. I don't want to have to go all the way back to town just to get some seed, just for this little bit. But we will get some seed for next time. It is going to cost us a little bit more, but that is okay. So now what we're going to do is, actually, let's check the price of eggs real quick. I don't think it's changed much. What am I looking for? There we go. Nope, not enough. We do want to go to the restaurant, so it's not changed enough. So, in the meantime, we're going to flip through until we get to this guy, who is on care wheels. Let's back up here, grab the weight, and then we'll come over here and grab... We actually have this. We might have been able to do this without buying any, or renting any equipment, and saved ourselves a little bit of money. Maybe next time we'll do something like that, but for now, this will be fine. Let's grab you. We will need some fertilizer, some liquid fertilizer, which we will have to buy ourselves. So, pallets of fertilizer. How much is this? $3,200. Wow, we're not going to get... I mean, hopefully, I'm sure it doesn't use all of it, right? Because that is more than the price of what we're going to get for this job, which is... Oh, come on, kind of crazy. I mean, maybe we could sell back what's a little bit of fertilizer we're not using. Uh-oh. After I knock it over. There we go. Comes back up. All right, so we need to go to field. Which field is it? Field 22. Which is... right over here across from the spinnery. Yeah, this job's not going to pay as much as I thought it was going to, unless we can sell the remaining fertilizer back somehow. There's the spinnery, and there's field 22. Alright, let's go ahead and unfold sprayer. We've actually been using this sprayer for pesticide, or not pesticide, herbicides for us. But we're going to go ahead and hire a worker to get this done just because it's hard to see anyway. Plus, I want to be able to get over here and grab this tractor and take a load of grain up while we are waiting. Or at least unload the harvester real quick. Cover. Let's switch over to the harvester and get the pipe out. It's gonna be about half a load of a trailer load, so I could get a little bit of money for this. I actually don't know if buying the seed, like letting your workers buy the seed, is like significantly more expensive or what the price difference is. I would imagine it's probably a little more expensive. Maybe paying for a transportation cost, if you will. But who knows? Honestly, I'd have to I don't know how we would check that. I guess we'd have to figure out how much seed a field normally uses, and then price that out, and then see how much it costs for the worker or something. I don't know. All right, go pipe back in. Engine, and let's check the price of wheat. See if it's changed anywhere else. It'd be nice if the restaurant was more expensive. It is not. Currently, still Central Grain Elevator is the best. I want to make our way up there. It's not our fastest tractor, but it'll get the job done. How's our worker on 22 doing? We'll probably see him here in a second. Or not. Not quite. Nope, there they are. Looks like they're about to turn around for maybe the final pass. I mean, I think we get reimbursed for some of the fertilizer. But we don't really need all that liquid fertilizer. Although, I guess if we do some other fertilizer jobs, we can use what we've already bought to go ahead and take care of those as well. So that might be a way for us to capitalize on the money that we've already spent. No train, no train, no train, no train. Our helper G has finished their task, so that would be our fertilizer job, presumably. Oh, careful. Let's check that real quick. Go check the contract. Should be able to complete it. Collect. So there is a reimbursement cost for what we spent on the fertilizer, it looks like. Although, do we want to try and unload this somewhere? Man, where would we have? We can't unload it at the store, can we? Don't know what we can do, to be honest. Let's go see if we can unload it at the store. I mean, it says we can unload here, actually, and I don't know what that does. Alright, so it did just stick it there. Okay, fair enough. So, do we get to keep that? I mean, it's not a convenient place for it, necessarily, but we could always come pick it up if we need to. So let's go ahead and complete that job. See what happens with that fertilizer. And we actually may go ahead and pick up another one of these fertilizing jobs like this one. Did we get to keep that fertilizer? Yes, we did. Okay, so what we can do then is come back over here. Go ahead and start you up. And go ahead and just go pick up that fertilizer over there that's on the road. And use that. Because that'll work. And again, we could be using our own equipment right now, but these are going to go pretty quick. And might as well use this tractor for something. We're already using all of our... Well, I say we're using all our tractors. We just finished the seeding with one of them, so I guess we're okay in that regard. But we're going to go pick up this fertilizer on the road. I mean, we'll probably drop it off next time, a little bit closer to a town or something, or to the store. But for now, this will work. And 23 is over there closer to us. Nope, 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 nope. I missed my turn. I was sitting there looking at the map and wasn't paying attention to where I was going. Little slow tractor, 26 miles per hour. going to fill all the way up. Well, all the way up as much as it can. And let's go get on 23. Actually, shouldn't take long to do 23. It's a pretty small little field. Let's go unfill the sprayer, get it all lined up, and we'll turn the worker on. Alright, go worker, go. Alright, let's go back over here. Get this thing dropped off real quick. Is there anything we need to do with our guy back at our farm? Not yet. Not until we get some growth and we need to do some weeding or some fertilizing. Oh no, what am I saying? We do need to go and do some fertilizing. Because we fertilize before the first growth and then we fertilize after the first growth. Just going to drop you off. Let's grab the front attachment, lower the tank. Detach. We'll just spin back around. Lower the sower. Detach. Now let's go get our fertilizer. Come on, back it up. There you go. You can do it. Again, also not a very wide fertilizer. I mean, getting a wider fertilizer, getting wider limer, both of those would be really good for us. Alright, go ahead and do your thing, and then we'll go finish dropping this off. Excuse me, little car. Let's look at us a little bit of money. I mean, we're still kind of a little bit in the negative, but that's also because we just paid a big chunk of money for some liquid fertilizer, which, you know, we're not using a lot of, so we may, if we can, sell it back eventually. Thankfully, we are getting some reimbursement for it. Contract on field 23 has finished. Let's go turn that in real quick. Before we do that, though, let's go grab the tractor and unload it again. Go ahead and unload it back in town just so it's closer. Cozy Wool Traditional Spinnery. Be interesting to get some wool going at some point. Or cotton or whatever else. Be kind of fun. Although, again, I think these smaller fields are just too small to make cotton worth anything. You really need the bigger fields. Although, I don't know if they've done it yet, but they were going to increase the price of cotton a bit to make it a little bit more worthwhile. I don't know if it'd be worthwhile enough to put on the smaller fields or not, but it might be worth looking into. Just go ahead and drop this right over here if it'll let us. It will. Perfect. Let's go ahead and collect on that one. Cool. So that one's done. And any other fertilizings in that side of things? So 19 fertilizing. Although that's a different type of fertilizer. So Specifically, we want the fertilizings on with the liquid fertilizer, which we don't have any of. The solid fertilizer, and we can do, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I guess we could take a much bigger fertilizer. 14 would work. I don't like it as much, but if we get the worker to do it, it's not that bad. So let's go ahead and grab this one. We will borrow items again. This tractor all set up. This 14 is that one that's all at angles and stuff. Not much fun to work with, but we're not technically the ones that have to do it. That's the worker, so it should be fine. Oh, would help if I actually go get my fertilizer, huh? Supposedly the fertilizer works better with fertilizer in it. Use so little of this fertilizer already, it's crazy. Could try and do a bigger field, you know, use more of the fertilizer. It's always an option. Putting our way up the hill. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. What tractor is this? This is a Fendt tractor? Okay, fair enough. It's a little bit newer than the one we've got. More modern, curved look. Not exactly sure the best way to do this field because of all the angles and stuff, but I guess we'll just start at this end since we're already here, and hopefully it'll figure it out. Maybe run up this line or something. Doesn't look like a great line, to be honest. Oh, we'll figure it out. Let's see here. If we unfold the sprayer, hopefully the worker will do what it does. Oh, you're going to try to go down that way, huh? It's a little weird and unexpected. I guess that works. I mean, I could see the line going that way now, but we'll figure it out. I'm sure he'll do some stuff, and we'll be fine. We'll have to probably turn him around and get him to the section that we missed eventually, but we'll start. We'll get him started, and we'll figure it out here in a moment. We're not getting a ton of money for those little fields, but hopefully it's adding up a bit. I haven't actually checked. We'll have to see if it's even adding up at all. Nice little 1,500 bucks. Almost back to our 5,000 or so we were at when we started, I think, earlier in the day. Actually, no, I think we were down to 1,800 at one point, so we're technically up a bit. Guess there's no reason to cover it up. I mean, it's just cosmetic. It's just I'm doing it because, but there's really no reason to. We leave it open, then that way if we get the harvester fill up again. We don't have to hook up a tractor just to open this up. Although sometimes they automatically open up the covers when you get the harvester close, so I don't know if that's the case or not. We'll get you all the way back to town. We're going to check on number 14 over here in a moment, see what he's doing. We've been running this tractor for 4.2 hours. If I remember right, honestly I don't remember, to be fair, because I've played a little bit offline and then obviously have this farm, so I think we bought the tractors and rented all the equipment is what we did. So the hours is not, I mean, it's obviously we need some maintenance at some point, but the hours is not going to hurt our rentals necessarily. It's because those are only the equipment that we're using. Okay, let's jump over here, and we're definitely not done, so let's get you turned on. We'll get you lined up over here to finish the rest of this field. I'm gonna back it up. It's a little bit of overlap, but I think it'll be okay. Alright, so 14 will get finished up. It'll give us a couple $100 more. And again, if we sell back that liquid fertilizer, if we don't need any more, we should get some money back from that as well. Alright, Helper F has finished their task. I don't think they're finished. We may have to finish the last little bit ourselves just because of the angles of that field. Alright, let's go ahead and drop you off right here. It's going to be close enough for the moment. Let's go check on this guy. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a pass left to go. Technically, we got this little bit right here if we want to do just a little bit more. And then we'll come get this little corner here. As we run over a tree. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Finish the job. Let's go ahead and fold up the sprayer. Let's see if we can get back over to town. Drop off the fertilizer. What's this? Is this animal stuff? Yeah, that's animal stuff. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and get this back to town in between episodes. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again. Thank you, and goodbye.